Hello. Welcome. All right, y'all. I'm looking all glam because I'm going out, but I've got about 20 minutes on this live, so I figured I'd just paint my nails and my toes real fast. Make sure my keys are over there. Yeah, so happy Saturday. Oh yeah. Hey, Preston, is that you? How's it going? Long time no see. What's new? Okay, my nails. So I'm going with this light pink because my toes are light pink and I'm wearing black, so I figured it'd be simple. I'm surprised you remember me. You used to be in my lives all the time, Preston. I don't forget. Just been working out. That makes one of us. I went to the gym yesterday and I was like, I think I went twice in 1 week and I was like, I need to get back in shape because I'd be exhausted after little things. Hey Dakota. Welcome y'all. How are you? When you guys go to the gym, do you like have leg days, back days, or do you like do full body? Because I'm more like a full body person. I don't know, it's so boring working on one thing the whole gym session. It just, I can't do it. It's so boring for me. So I'm like, okay, let me do the leg press, let me do the treadmill, let me do arms, let me do abs, all in one day. How's the dating life? It's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna make a video on it. I keep saying it. To those who are new, welcome. My name is Soulspiration. This is my channel, my digital diary, and I just show things about my life, professional, business, dating, and I just share with you like wisdom that I've learned along the way in hopes that it inspires you to be the best version of yourself and go after the desires of your heart, baby. Bonjour, walk. Bonjour, bonsoir. Thank you for liking the video, thumbing up the video when you guys come in. I appreciate that. How about for you, Dakota? I know that you said you were in a long-term relationship before. Hey, Kaluminati, how are you? It has been a while. Hi, Dave. I'm painting my nails, y'all. This like light pink color. Isn't that cute? I'm still just hanging solo for now. Good for you. You're in a relationship now. Congrats. When did I say I was in a relationship? I never said that. He was asking me how dating's going, because I've been going on dates and stuff. I'm not in a relationship. Where like me and him are claiming each other with titles and stuff. I think that's a pretty big step. Is that clear or mauve? Look at Dave trying to show his color knowledge. This is a pastel pink. Maybe the lighting isn't that good, but it's a pastel pink. You're dating tonight? Maybe. Still cheating on me, huh? Oh my goodness. I wish you were single though. I am single. What are you guys, like, what are you... I'm not in a relationship. Why are you guys assuming? If you're dating or you're just going on dates with people, that's still single as far as I'm concerned. I don't know what the kids are saying today, but if you're not in a committed relationship with someone where you're claiming each other and all the other stuff, that sounds single to me. Fill me in. Maybe I'm behind. I've been around women, so learning colors. I was just saying how men seem like they're colorblind. I don't know if they just don't pay attention or if they just see colors differently. Hey, Jalen. Does he think the same thing? Isn't this cute? Oh my gosh. You guys don't see that? Isn't that cute? Hey, Sherry. Shades don't exist for you. Sorry. But Dakota, to answer your question, most guys that I go on dates with, and these are just casual dates out in public, nothing more, most of them are on the same page, you know? They're not like claiming me, although they probably want to. But, you know. I think the average person is realizing that human beings are, you know, work, and it is easier being single. And then you have to kind of like decide for yourself, what would be the point of me being in a relationship, you know? And if you can't answer that question other than I'm lonely, I'm this, I'm that, and it's like a bunch of like lame stuff, then maybe it's not, you know, if it's like simply I want to share my life with someone, then that's different. That's a nice color. Thank you. Preston says it's amazing being single. You know, I agree. I've been single for a long time, and even though I've had like my ups and downs of like wondering like, when is it gonna be like, when am I gonna be in a relationship with someone that I really like enjoy and want to commit to? Will that ever happen for me? Is something that I would ask myself. But other moments I'm just like, if I can make it this far, why not? It sounded like you had been going with just one guy lately. Hey, Scan World. I saw your comment earlier. I didn't get a chance to respond to it, but I checked out your video with the grapes. It sounded like you had been. Yeah. So Dakota, truthfully, I was dating this guy exclusively for a couple months. That's another story time for another day. I love being single, but also need intimacy. Are you talking about physical intimacy and other types of intimacy, like just like reading books together, doing a puzzle, snuggling, probably all that stuff, huh? It's a lot of work unless you are really ready. Don't jump into one. There is luxury in being single. I believe that that's true. For the girls out there who paint their nails, you know that once you get to the other hand and you start painting with your weaker hand, you're like, here we go. Scan World, do you want to know something? I thought you were a girl this whole time. And then I go on your channel and I hear your voice and I was like, oh my god, it's a guy. It's because of the flowers. I assumed the pink flowers. That was an assumption, but that just means you can appreciate beautiful nature. Thanks for all the emojis, Scan World. I don't know if you understand. Splash using the non-dominant hand. Thankfully, I've always been kind of ambidextrous, but it's just not as strong as the other one. I usually end up making it work though, because I have a steady hand. So I think they say, what's the tea? Why the exclusivity? And if I'm being honest, he ghosted me. But I wasn't mad about it. Because I realized what it was about. I think he was just really lonely. Like, just really, really lonely. And it started to feel as if I wasn't being dated for the right reasons. It felt like he was just dating me because he was lonely. And then I started to realize, well, if you're just so lonely, then anyone can fill this position, right? Like, what's so special about me if you're just lonely? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like most people have a certain type of person that they're looking for, right? There's some other parts to this conversation that I haven't included. Part of it being like, I think he was trying to pretend that he really, really liked me by like buying me a bunch of stuff. And even though that's nice, I know at the end of the day that doesn't make a relationship last. And he loved to say stuff like, oh my god, all these girls would always kind of like take advantage of me for the stuff that I, just for stuff. But then I realized he was the one leading with it. He was the one who would come to the date with flowers and gifts and stuff. And I'm like, no one asked you for that. It's nice, but he was like making himself a victim to, if you lead with that, that's what people are gonna gravitate towards. So I actually wanted something real, but he pretended that he did and was trying to, anyway, it was a very weird situation. Yes, it's giving. I missed some comments. I'm surprised you remember my name though. You going out on a date tonight? I might be. Yes, I remember your name, Preston. It's alright, Dakota. I'll be alright. I'm a big girl now. But thanks. At times, being lonely is better. I don't mean at all times. Bad dates or excess baggage. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's all about just like wondering. I have to ask myself, if I want a relationship so much, what exactly is it that I want? And is it fair for me to expect that out of somebody? So if I'm like not happy, I can't go in thinking, oh, this person's gonna make me happy. There's happy moments, but they can't make you happy. And I've come to realize that. So anytime I want a relationship, I better be already happy or content with myself and my life versus like looking for that to, you know what I'm saying? That's a lot of pressure to make someone your happiness. And then if they don't fulfill it, you get mad at them. Like that's, I don't know, that's very, it's not fair. Like, how do you make me responsible for making you happy? That's internal work, I'm working on my relationship with God, not ready for a relationship unless someone's on that same page, nothing but situationships nowadays. It's so interesting. I'm hearing a lot of guys say that even women are like saying situationships, but I never really know women to be that way. But I guess it's a two-way street now. I probably shouldn't have painted my nails before I got in the car. My goal was to get to the destination early and then paint my nails, but I couldn't help myself. All right, that's good. All right, y'all, here we go. This is what it's looking like. If one person is always the giver in a relationship, it gets tiring. Absolutely. And that's one thing I realized too, is like, you know, I'm the type of person that's just like, show me what you got and then I'll give you something. But then I realized, yeah, that is how it should be for me as a woman. But then eventually I do need to make sure that he knows that I care. You know, like I've had some work I need to realize too. So at the same time, I think I tend to be very like emotionally giving, and that's draining for me, right? So I'm an emotional giver, which everybody needs, but not where it's not reciprocated. So really reciprocity is major key alert. Oh, it's 444, y'all. Make a wish. Thanks, Preston. Have you too. You are beautiful. I don't know much English, but your communication style and delivery make it easy for me to understand what you're saying. You're beautiful, and I'm grateful for your openness and kindness. Thanks to today's technology, the world allows people like us to communicate without any obstacles. You're right. You know, I just had an epiphany, not an epiphany, but like this realization scan world that, oh my God, I'm talking to someone halfway across the world right now with no issue. And even though that's been possible for a long time, every once in a while I have that epiphany and my mind is blown. I'm like, holy crap, that's actually really cool, you know? I'm only interested in a partner knocking out small goals on the way to larger ones. This mentality makes dating seem unexciting currently. What does that mean, Dakota? I'm not really sure I understood what you wrote about. Are you talking about like people who are just like super duper driven and it just makes it exhausting, or what does that mean? All right, y'all, I'm gonna actually have to get y'all into my car in a bit. I think my theory of getting to the space first and then doing my nails was probably the smartest bet, but all right, we out. We gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Na 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 na. Do I look good, y'all? Do I look good, Mr. Armstrong? Ooh. If the other person just feeds off you, is it really worth being in a relationship? No, absolutely not. Looking for a partner that shares in goals and goal chasing. Get out of my dreams and get to my car. Oh, I see. Now, Dakota, when you say that, do you mean that you want someone that has their own goals, or that you guys want goals, that you want them to share? You want them to work towards the goal with you? bring a bag because why did I do this to myself? I knew I shouldn't have painted my nails. Like I knew it and then I did it. Bye, Scan World. Thank you, Dave. Oh, I see. So when someone doesn't, does that make you feel like they're unmotivated in life? Like, what does that do for you? When you feel like they don't have their own small goals, what does that feel like or look like for you? What does that trigger in you, rather? Where's the bag? Hold on, y'all. Oh, here it is. Alright, so first and foremost, let me put my shoes in my bag. Alright. Shoes in the bag. Bam. Phone, keys, shades, we out. You guys ever like list off everything before you get out the door? Like, yes, shoes, keys, hat, wallet, shoes, shoulders, chest, pants, shoes, wipe me down. All right, we out. Let's do this. Hi, Eva Fisherman. I feel as though we won't be able to partner for success. We don't want like things for life. Oh, I see. Like long-term goals. Hey, Martin. Martin. Okay, I feel like by the time I get to my destination, my fingers will be dry. Yeah, that makes total sense. I think I was reading and also watching a video about how if you don't have a line on long-term goals, it's likely to work out, you know. What the noise is. Somebody's smoking a cigarette, and I don't like it because it can attach to my perfume and make it smell like I was the one smoking the cigarette.